We're being joined now by a Green Room and Helpman Award nominated singer and actress. We're pleased to be joined by Christie Whelan-Browne. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Settle down.
Now, Christie, you have been described as raw. This is by reviewers. You have been described as raw, immaculate and delicious. Are you sushi? You've worked with Geoffrey Rush 3 times now. When is he going to stop just following you around?
He keeps hitching his caravan.
I know. He keeps asking to see my Oscar and my pony.
Leave me alone, Geoffrey. Take the Oscar and shove it.
He's not following you around in that trench coat from Shine, is he? Because that's disturbing.
I actually said one night I dropped him home and we were driving around and my husband said, wouldn't it be fun if we just saw him on a trampoline bouncing up and down over the fence?
Now, Geoffrey Rush described, is it true he described Forum as being one of the funniest scripts of all time?
Well, he and Simon Phillips, who I did the Drowsy Chaperone, he's the director,
Yeah.
The Drowsy Chaperone, The Importance of Being Earnest and Forum, and they said to me about each of them, this is the funniest script. So they just say that about everything.
Right. Well, they obviously haven't seen our last sketch, so that's...
They'll say that about that too.
Now, you've taken your husband's name as well. You've combined them, Whelan-Browne.
Yeah.
Is that it? So you've got bigger billing on posters?
Exactly. I want to be there's no room for anyone else. I just want to be Christie Whelan-Browne and Geoffrey Rush.
Yes, Oscar winner Geoffrey Rue.
Yeah. Do you mind being G. Rue? Is that all right, Geoffrey? Is that all right?
Can we call you Jeff this time? How would you describe your character in Forum?
Brain dead.
Which brings us to Britney Spears, because you've played Britney as well, haven't you?
I have. I did a one-woman show and it was the story of Britney's life that we've read in the tabloids, but it was told from her perspective.
You did a return season of that show. Is that because you love doing it so much, or just to say, oops, I did it again? Thanks very much. Now, what was it like singing to over 70 million people at the Melbourne Cup?
Terrifying. It was the worst I've ever felt in my whole life.
Did you use any tricks for performing to 70 million people at the Cup?
There's no tricks. There's nothing you can do. Like, that kind of pressure and fear, there's nothing.
Where do you look when you're performing?
Funnily enough, my parents got tickets and they happened to be, if this was me, they happened to be just there. So I looked at them.
You just concentrated on them and just focused on them?
Even though my mum's face was like this.
Yeah.
We actually did a stand-up gig once where our folks were there and our manager, and we just focused on them. They were the only ones there at the gig, so it did make it a bit easier.
A lot easier.
But it was useful. It was helpful.
They didn't laugh. They didn't laugh. Not even a sympathy laugh.
Not even a smile.
Not even a smile.
You poor bastard.
Yep. Have some sympathy for us, please. But Christie, you are such a talented singer and performer, and it's been such a great privilege to have you on the show today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. No worries.